I was gonna take you for a little tour and show you the farm with it snowing out, but my battery died, so I'm taking the puppy for a quick walk, and then I'm going in, working on my website. But I realized I didn't really go into the chicken manure situation. So typically, if this was planting season, I would not be putting chicken manure straight into the garden. It's what they call hot manure, and that's not necessarily a temperature situation. It's more because it's so nitrogen rich and it can burn your plants. So if you look around, I'm not planting anytime soon. In fact, you can already see what I put out there earlier is already covered in snow. You ideally want, if you're using chicken manure, you want to wait ideally 3 months for it to sit before you use it. Preferably 6 months. It's that rich with the nitrogen. You just don't want it to be, you don't want it to be on plants. So, but that is probably some pretty nutrient starved soil out there. That's my fault for not getting cow manure or more organic material on there. And so taking a risk with it being 2 months, but I think it's going to be fine because it's going to get tilled in and it'll have a chance to decompose and break down. So I'm really not too worried with that. But if you do have access to chicken manure and you're putting it in your compost, just make sure it's going to be able to sit for 3 to 6 months before you're using it. But so yeah, little tip on some garden care for you guys. It is nasty out. I need to take the puppy for a walk. I think we're gonna go the other way because it's just brutal. We're getting this right in our face. If you are wanting to do something for your garden during the off season, putting some sort of manure out there is great, and compost is always a wonderful choice to help the soil in your garden. I was talking with someone this past week about what manure to use in your compost, and he said horse manure, and I said, no, you really don't want horse manure. It's not ideal. I said, you really want cow manure. And he was surprised. He had always heard horse manure. So what happens with horses versus cows is their ruminant system is completely different. With cows, they have a 4-intestine system, so it can break down the matter that they're eating. With horses, it's not. Their digestive system is different. So what happens when you use horse manure, you're going to get more seeds, and that's going to end up being a much more weedy garden and space wherever you put that. So unless you can get your compost really hot, and that's putting in a lot of grass material and just material so that it's really steamy to kill those seeds off, even then it's a crapshoot. I just would recommend cow manure over horse manure if you're looking for some sort of manure for your compost and garden beds. So that's just my recommendation. You also want to be turning your compost pile. I don't turn mine often enough. There's some people who really nerd out about compost. They really get into the science of it and the specifics and the microbes and the different things. And I'm here to tell you that's awesome and that's great. If that's not your thing, you can still have a successful compost. Not everybody nerds out when it comes to compost, but they still want to have a garden, and that is absolutely okay. Like, you do the best you can, and you do it so that you enjoy it. Don't make it so much a chore. If you don't enjoy the science of composting, but you want to have a garden, then enjoy the composting. Enjoy the garden, just enjoy the process. All right, it is getting cold. I'm gonna wrap this up for right now. Yeah, it's not blizzarding, but it is not enjoyable out here. So I'm gonna focus on my puppy dog. Just know that you can enjoy your garden how you want to enjoy it. And I mean, my compost is nothing fancy. I do hope that it can get better. You can see it here, covered in snow. I turned it a little bit this week. I don't turn it nearly as often as I should. I just don't have the time to give it as much attention as it needs, but it's still going to be really effective. So if that's not like your forte or your thing, don't get discouraged. You can still have a beautiful garden and beautiful flower beds and be successful and have fun. That's the thing, just enjoy it. Just enjoy the process. It's my encouragement for people. The journey is the destination, because once you hit your destination, you're going to want to go up to something else, right? Or you're going to be like, oh, well, now what? And the journey takes a long time to reach that destination. So just recognize that your destination is your journey. Enjoy the process. Have fun. There'll be ups, there'll be downs, there'll be good days. There'll be a flouncing puppy dog who's enjoying this cold weather. See, just enjoy the process. Don't overthink it, just enjoy it. And so if you like this video, I know it wasn't much today, but I appreciate you being here, appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe. It supports me, it supports this farm, it supports what I'm doing. I'm very appreciative of you being here. I would love to reach 500 subscribers. So if you could help me reach that, that would be amazing. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Right? Come on.